How are you guys doing today? Talking about getting out of slumps. I got 5 tips for you. All of these I've used in the past, and all of them for me have been effective. Some of these you've probably done in the past, but for some of you guys, they may be new things, so I wanted to throw them out there for you, and hopefully they help you out. Alright, so the first tip for getting out of a slump, and this is something that you can do in the middle of a game if you're just like, alright, this guy's dominating me and I can't hit well, but sometimes it's even when you're missing pitches down the middle and you're just like, alright, I need to hit this pitch even though he's making a mistake, I need to be doing something about it. And if you watch my video about cushioning mistakes, it could be that your opponent has been cushioning his mistakes, so he's been throwing some breaking balls, some stuff that, got you thinking in a certain way, and then he made a mistake, but you were thinking, let's say, he's going to throw a sinker, but he threw a fastball and you pop it up. He had established something that made you think a different way. So this first tip is that you want to focus on one pitch or eliminate certain pitches. Like if he's throwing some changeups that you're getting wasted on, or he's throwing a lot of curveballs but not throwing them for strikes, but he is throwing a fastball at least once per at bat or something, you're just like, all right, I'm going to hit fastballs now, and that's it. So you really have to focus on that one pitch. Now this gets into also some kind of plate discipline, which can be tough for some people. Like I know for me, depending on my mood or like how long I've been playing in a day, if I'm in my 7th game in a row, then I'm just like, all right, I'm going to keep swinging and swinging and swinging, and I have a hard time laying off a certain pitch, even if it's, something that I said I'm not going to do or swing at. So that can be tough sometimes, especially when you're in a slump and you see a fat curveball coming down the middle and then you just pop it up. That can be frustrating. So if you're eliminating a pitch, it's good, but it's also kind of hard to do if you're not totally focused and buying into your own plan. The second one is kind of similar in that sense that you have to buy into a plan, but the tip is that you should go opposite field and let the ball get deep. So if you're letting the ball get deep, you see the ball a little bit longer, you're able to establish if there's a late break, then you are able to pick it up and either lay off of the pitch or hit it hard somewhere. And when you let the ball get deep, you're able to cover a lot more things, and you're not rolling over pitches that you should be hitting hard. And a lot of major league players will do this when they get in a slump. Some of the good hitters, they will, they'll start taking the ball through the right side if they're a right-handed hitter. Then you'll see, some power to the right side, and then all of a sudden they're hitting it back up the middle and pulling the ball and crushing the ball. So this is a real life example, and it does work in the game as well. If you let the ball get deep, then all of a sudden the whole field opens up for you and it just feels way more comfortable. Maybe you won't be able to get hits in the right side, but if you start hitting line drives to the right side, let's say right out at fielder, that happens. But then you'll feel like, okay, I made solid contact, now I feel good about my swing. And that's the important part. Now, if you're having a hard time with those two things, obviously it's a very much a game plan thing. And if you're not able to game plan or have the patience to game plan, then obviously you could play offline. It gets your timing back. Pitchers are sometimes easier to hit if you're on rookie or whatever. You're just getting that feel for having a solid swing on the ball can help a lot. It's definitely something that, I've done in the past. And if you play a couple games, maybe a conquest game even, just to get your timing back, that can help. And that's one thing that I'm sure that you guys have done in the past as well, just going back to offline for a couple games, feel good about it, and then come back. Especially with pitching, that helps a lot. But for the most part, we're talking about hitting slumps, and that can help as well. All right, number 4 is playing Challenge of the Week. So I have a few Challenge of the Week videos up, and I think those can help you get a higher score. But if you're not worried about the score and you just want to, see a lot of pitches, Challenge of the Week is the best for this. And this is the number 1 thing that I do to get out of slumps. So the other ones, those are good for game planning and things like that. But when I feel like I can't win a game online, I'll go and play Challenge of the Week. And usually, depending on what kind of score I have, I'll play it 3 times in a row. No more than an hour. Half an hour sometimes is even okay. But I want to play it 3 times in a row, get my swing down the first time. I want to just try to hit line drives all over the place, be comfortable with it. And the main thing about Challenge of the Week is that you are just seeing so many pitches in a row. And I've heard practice mode is only like fastballs or something, but Challenge of the Week gives you everything. It gives them at full effectiveness once you get to legend and everything. So it's good to see all kinds of different speeds and breaks and, some nasty stuff that these pitchers have. So that's my number one recommendation. That's what's worked for me the best, is playing Challenge of the Week. Gets me right back into it, especially when I get into a slump. Sometimes I've been hitting home runs and then I just get way too much under the ball and bad habits trying to pull the ball and trying to get underneath it. So when I get back to Challenge of the Week and I use contact swing sometimes, then I hit a lot more line drives and it just gets me on top of the ball again. So that I think is a really good approach to when you get back into a game, hitting line drives up the middle and the other way. And finally, number 5, if you saw my last video about reducing pop-ups, then you know that if you're able to adjust your eye level, sometimes that can help you out reducing pop-ups. And what I said in that video was trying to get under your screen so your eye level is going upwards towards the screen, or tilting your monitor so that you're kind of aligned with either the bottom of the strike zone or underneath the strike zone. But for getting out of a slump, it's not that you want to do something specific, it's that you want to change something up in general. So if you change your eye level, maybe you're slumping while you're already underneath the screen. Maybe you should go above the screen or go eye level with the screen, just to mess with it a little bit. And you know, like when hitters in the major leagues get in a slump, sometimes they change up their batting stance, they stand closer or farther away to the plate. Obviously you can't do that with your batter in the game, but you can do that with your eye level getting closer to the screen or farther from the screen, which I've been doing a lot lately as well. When you're adjusting your eye level, not only do I tilt the monitor or move me up or down, but I also get a little bit farther away from the screen, and I think that's helped as well. So all 5 of these things are what I do to get out of slumps. I think Challenge of the Week has been most effective for me because you get to see a lot of pitches. Hopefully these are helpful for you guys as well. If you have some more tips on how you get out of slumps, I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure everybody else would love to hear them as well. And if you have any questions about specific ways to get out of a slump that you're in right now, let me know and hopefully we can help you out. So good luck, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like it, hit like and subscribe. If you want to see something new or have a specific part of the game you want help with, be sure to leave a comment and we'll all try to help out. Peace.